this episode, Guy Baskin continues his journey through the Malaysian state of Sabah, North Borneo, and explores the lost world.
A moonlit river deep in the heart of the Malaysian state of Sabah, North Borneo. I'd been invited to join a unique expedition to an unknown, uninhabited and unexplored mountain basin in the jungles of Borneo. But first, I was to attend an important ceremony of welcome by the Murats, descendants of the legendary headhunters of the deep jungle. Swaying on a suspension bridge high above the swollen river, I was greeted formally and welcomed to the village of Kamabong. It was only 100 years ago that the first white explorer, a German, Francis Xavier Whitty, and his Iban guides from Sarawak were killed by headhunters as they carried their canoes round the Pagalan Rapids not far from here. Kampung was in darkness. What little light there was came from one or two pressure lamps hung in the ceiling of the Lanserang house, where the ceremony was to take place. About the size of an average bungalow, it was crowded with several hundred people who'd trekked in from the surrounding villages scattered through the jungle. I became aware of a strange pulsing beat. As I walked up the steps, I was surrounded by a spectacle that few people have ever seen. Dressed in their traditional finery, nodding plumes, the tail feathers of the Argus pheasant, hats made from the fur of the red-leaf monkey, they danced and sang their welcome to the kanawai, or great white bird. Many of the men wore long loincloths of up to 6 meters, dyed red, white, yellow and black, with the natural pigments from the forest. Ornaments of gold, sequins, mirrors and beads flashed and glittered in the lamplight. Dancing with the men, shy girls bobbed modestly on the springy wooden floor, which acted like a giant trampoline for the dancers. In years gone by, these demure-looking girls, although eligible, would not have considered marriage with any man who'd not taken heads in the constant inter-village wars that smouldered on for years. Even today, to marry means a lifetime commitment and the exchange of berrien or bride wealth. It was now that the bamboo band started to play. "20 men, each with a varying length of bamboo, tuned to a different pitch, beat out a complex rhythm. Half hidden in the shadows, a parang from which human hair dangles. This knife has taken heads. As the tangugak finishes, the antagu rahung, or gong beaters, take over. They're wearing awis, or bark clothing, made from the pounded bark of the pupatul tree. The gongs are mostly made by the Rungus people. The expensive ones are made from brass, but nowadays many are made from the wheel rims of trucks and others from culvert drain covers, which makes for an unexpected additional hazard when driving on the roads of Sabah. The gong players' hats are also made from bark, each one painted with a different design. The Lanserang floor now featured in a popular Murat game. Teams of 5 men from each village competed in leaping for trophies attached high in the roof. On this special occasion in our honour, it was a picture of a kangaroo, which the Murats thought very appropriate as they all knew how well kangaroos jump. It's not as simple as it looks, and it's very easy to break a leg, especially if you're being urged on by your supporters. Beneath the floor is a lattice work of criss-crossed springy timber, each pole as thick as a man's arm. With help from your friends, it's possible to soar 2 or 3 metres into the air, but it takes teamwork. One last effort and a Murat's eye view of the prize, which now hangs in a place of honour in a distant jungle kampong.